Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Exploring Operating Systems. I'm Ricky, and just for everyone who's watching this, I hope you've had a very happy Christmas and Boxing Day, if that's your thing, and a Happy New Year. I hope you all have as well. I sound a bit like Yoda there, but anyways, I am back with another JRM system. You may remember earlier on in the series I did make a video on JRM Aontri, which was a Visual Basic / Visual Studio desktop overlay or operating system, as some people like to call them. And you may have noticed I had quite a lot to say about it, which is quite nice. I really like its simplicity. I like basically how it looks, and you can see from the logon screen here, just the same as the previous version. Very simple in its design. You've got a little hi username and a little place to enter your password. You've got the power button, and then you've got a clock. Very elegant, very simple, and you've got a nice little wallpaper background kind of thing. It's dimmed down, so you can actually see the text in front of it, and nothing too much to talk about. But where that's a good thing to some people, that's maybe a bad thing that people, is maybe a bit boring for some people. I actually think it's quite a nice little thing. Especially like the wallpaper, it's quite nice. Trees. It goes along with the fact that this is actually a collector's edition. I actually got a special box with a product key inside it from the guy who developed this, and the box is beautiful, I've got to say that. There's even little trees and stuff, and where the code is supposed to be. A lot better than what Microsoft has to offer, mind you. I really did like the box art that Windows 8 came in, as opposed to the Windows 10 one. Anyways, that being said, this is the login screen, all that kind of lovely simple stuff. Enter your password, just click on it, and then just type in your password, and you're easy to just log in without having to press enter whatsoever. It actually dings at you, saying you don't need to do this when you try to tap enter or return, as some people call the enter key, but this is the desktop. Just the same thing, kind of way. Just some mountains and the trees and everything. It's basically, I think it's just the same wallpaper. It's nothing fancy. Yeah, it's quite a beautiful little nice little thing, and it fits with the fact that it's the winter time. Christmas is only just past, and you've got these white mountains in the background. This thing down here, I remember back in the day, I think I even mentioned this in the original episode with Aontri instead, when I was showcasing that. I saw this in the PowerPoint days of JRM. There was this this kind of like taskbar kind of thing with the start menu with the JRM logo on it. I was kind of like, I didn't really like. I mean, of course, it's originality kind of thing, so it's alright for simplicity and everything else. You had the little kind of floating tabs, kind of like a Google Chrome OS, but I don't even like Google Chrome OS as first. That's a lie. I like it, but I don't like it. But yes, I like a simple taskbar. It's simple, it's quick, you just get to it, boom, and it's got the same little menu kind of thing. Now, as I say, I did get the collector's edition, so it's basically the same software, but it's in beta. Most of the stuff is missing or still to be completed, but it's almost there. This little 2-line thing here brings up a little the task manager thing here. When you have applications running, or in this case 1 or 2 applications, because there's only like 1 or 2 applications that run on this, the web browser and everything else, called Explorer. Menu please, thank you. Just like the old one, very simple, very elegant, very simple in its design. The only thing is you can't drag it or drop it anywheres. This little thing menu here, little pie menu, burger menu, sorry. Use full screen, it blows it up, and exit full screen, blows it down. Blows it down? Anyways, there's a multiple tab layout thing going on as well. I don't know how many tabs you can put on this. Did I test this in the original episode? I can't remember. So I've got 4 tabs on here already, so that can be YouTube, Google, Twitter, Facebook. Funny thing is, I'll get to that later, but there's something else I want to talk about. But yeah, it's a very simple little thing. You tap on the little menu bar thing up here, and you just type in the URL. So I want to go to youtube.com, sir. Typing, my fingers are slipping. And any minute now, here comes YouTube. Click the search button thing again. There we go. Comes up with a Google kind of thing. So I give a search in here. I'll search this YouTube channel. There we go. There is the channel coming up. But yeah, it's quite a nice. It's a nice, fluent, simple design. And if you minimize this, it's not there. But where is it though? It's in the little task thingamajigger. I was trying to think, maybe I don't know. I was maybe thinking having this as an actual taskbar, but it's alright. Simple as it is, you know. I've got to say, in Windows 10, compared to Windows 7, when you've got the taskbar on small icons, it looks kind of ugly because it's about this size and it feels a bit buried in the corner here. But this little taskbar little thing is a little bit better because, you know, the buttons are big enough you can actually aim for them. Yeah, it's simple, it's elegant, and just close it from here. Go back to the menu, and here's all the applications that are running, email and everything else, right? So if I go to weather, it shows you the weather, cloudy, London. Okay, now go to the store. Did that change colour? I've got to say, when I take a look at these behind the scenes, I always make sure I plan the episodes that I'm going to film and everything else. Oh, to do with the theme. Right, here's this theme changer while we're at it. There's a plethora of different colours you can choose from. I'm going to try and make it distinctive. I'm going to choose make it sharp red, but you notice how everything changes. I've got to say, the JRM logo hides itself a little bit in the red. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's a little bit blurry. To my eyes at least, but very Windows 10ish in colour choice. Show colour on lock screen. Don't show colour on what? Don't show colour on. Maybe there's a cut off thing going on there. But, right. What happens if I log off then? Lock. Ah, that is beautiful. I'm going to log myself back in. Nope. Wrong password. There we go. Going to go back into the store now, and the stores came up with the purple colour. So yeah, some of the stuff that comes up changes colour alongside it, very much like Windows 8, Windows 10, or Windows Phone in that case, because the things change. That is quite a beautiful design. I don't know if this is intentional though. All of the icons are a little bit smushed together. I don't know. That seems a bit odd to me. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I don't know. I can't make up my mind if the four, you can see, like, I don't know if you can see this, but there's 4 colours: the blue, red, yellow and green. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be part of the Google Drive logo, but I'm not sure. And speaking of Spotify here, there's actually a free Spotify £10 gift card that came pre-bundled with my collector's edition. The thing is, I don't use a lot of streaming services, so I'm probably going to give that to a friend, I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff in the store. One thing I kind of miss, but it's kind of interesting, it's been kind of updated slightly. If you remember in the old episode, if I clicked on an option in the store, so, as it's YouTube, I hovered over it, it would change to the text saying install, and I click on that and move my icon away, it would say uninstall. I can see how it is a little bit weird in terms of design, but I kind of like that design as well. But I like this as well. It comes with a little sidebar, so if I tap away and then Google Maps comes up with a little explanation of what the app is called, and it says it's free, and you can just click install. I'm pretty sure it's already installed though, I don't know. Facebook, install Facebook, and this is for updates. This little tab thing here, fair enough. Very, very simple. And if I scroll down, you've got all the lists here. I wonder if this start menu thing, the icons change. I'm going to uninstall the stuff I've installed. Basically, they're just links, but basically, I think it's the link that installs, because it just sends you straight to Explorer. If you remember from the previous episode as well, all of these web apps literally take you to the Explorer web browser. Unavailable. Oh no! especially for gamers. Discord is currently unavailable. Yeah, unavailable, mind you. How does that work? I've got a £10 gift voucher. That doesn't think even work. Damn you. Install Google Play. Discord. Yeah. I sound weird. Google Play. I don't see the point of Google Play in this. I don't even see the point of using Google Play, mind you, because you've got Google Play sitting here, and you could just have like other apps such as Google Books and Google Newspaper and everything else. Quite a lot of apps you could put onto here, like Google News and Google Play and everything else. I don't see the point of Google Play there. To me, that's just an app store. Either way you look at it. But you've got Google Play, you've got Wikipedia and everything else. I'm going to try and run an experiment, right? So I've uninstalled mostly everything, right? That's basically what you're left with when you first start the software. I'm going to go into the store. What happens if I'm going to do this in order, so I'm going to go install Twitter, install Facebook, and install YouTube, and install Wikipedia. Right, so what happens here? Does the order Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Wikipedia? Was that the order I put it in? Yeah, I think it is. Now, okay, close, sir. Now, again, this is still in beta, but I think some ideas that could be added to this is probably like more web apps. In the case of there's actually a mobile version of Twitter that you can actually run from the web browser, so I'll probably change Twitter to that. But also add some games, like even Flash games that can run in a window. Pardon me. You know, basically some web apps that run in Explorer, basically stuff like cool math games that are just websites that you can play games on. I would love to see a full-fledged game thing here. That'd be quite a fun little thing. Mind you, because it is in beta, of course the storage is going to be anemic. Keep in mind, back when Windows 8 was getting built up, and Windows Phone was getting built, back in Windows Phone 7 days, the store was a little bit anemic then as well. I've got to say, not as anemic as people thought it was, because I was actually an avid Windows Phone user, but that's neither here nor there. Some games, some Flash games that run within its own window, some websites like cool math games and everything else, because it makes it more anemic when all of your applications run within the web browser. So, but that is just neither here nor there, because it just basically acts as links. But it's nevertheless, it's still a simple little thing. There's also a search function going on, but it's not completely finished yet. You've got this little search button here, similar in a way to the Windows 7 start menu and Windows 10 in some way. So if I just search Google, this feature's coming soon. I don't know if this is what's going on, because I've got no insider stuff going on, but whether or not this is the case, I would like to think that the search function would probably, because Explorer in this case is integrated into the operating system and all applications are basically web-based apps, I like to think that the search function can actually, so if you search something like Twitter, for instance, I click enter, doesn't work, it just pings at me. But if that's the case, if I did click search, it will open the web browser Explorer, and it will come up straight away with Twitter, or maybe even just Google search Twitter. That'd be quite an interesting little feature as well. Now, Weather is probably the only application besides the settings hub, that is actually its own unique application. So as I say, some games, some other like little widgets, like a calculator or some widgets along those lines, even like little mini games or a little clock or something. Not saying copy my ideas, because I know this thing wants to be unique, and it is unique. It is beautifully unique. More than just the Explorer, because you could basically just turn JRM OS into Explorer OS or something like that, because there's all of that. It's basically just like a Google Chrome kind of thing, Google Chromium OS thing. But settings. So Explorer settings, the main homepage, you can set. I'm going to set to Bing, to Google Apps, just for this case. Choose browser. It says choose browser, but there's no like any other browser you can choose from, which is kind of funny. But that is that. So if I go back into Explorer now, Come on, Jeeves. It should hook me up into Bing. Yay! And that is actually a genuine yay, by the way, because I like Google services. Hi Ricky, Assist is coming soon. That's what these little search buttons for. I wonder what Assist could be used for. As I said, there's not too much stuff on JRM just now. So besides having Assist as being some major kind of like search function that basically just accesses the web browser, I'd be love to see what Assist actually does. But as I said, I'd love to see it as some kind of web search feature. Even just right now, until there's like other stuff going on. Like, as I say, going back to that app thing I was talking about just earlier on a bit. Say for instance there is a Flash Sonic game. Or even the guy who built this has his own unique games, maybe his own version of Solitaire or something, not even just a Flash game, I don't know. Maybe built his own games for it. But that'd be quite an interesting idea as well. I do not actually know if that would work, I don't know. Any other physical games that you can actually install onto JRM. So if I search Solitaire for instance, it'll come up with a Google search function similar way to Windows 10 Cortana. You've got the Google search function or whatever search engine you've got set, if that's the option that's coming soon. So go Google or Bing, what is Solitaire kind of thing, or maybe even if you search Solitaire for instance, it would say like Solitaire from Wikipedia is a game, blah 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 blah, maybe some kind of Wikipedia kind of thing as well. So go search, as I say, search Solitaire. But yeah, not trying to be too talkative, but a little bit of a Wikipedia kind of thing where it says what is Solitaire. If you search something up, maybe it might be a little bit too out there kind of thing, but it's an interesting idea to come up with. So basically, a little Wikipedia thing. Solitaire is blah 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 blah. I have a link to the Solitaire app, whether it's installed or uninstalled. Maybe Google search it kind of thing within the same kind of application. The same can be done for Assist. So if Assist comes up with a little kind of search bar, so search Solitaire or some kind of game or something like that, and I'll have an option for Google search. Find it in the store. Maybe like ask it what is Solitaire kind of thing. So maybe like a kind of Cortana kind of thing. So like basically what is Solitaire? It will come up with feedback saying Solitaire is XYZ. Update. There's no updates for now. Check for updates. Does it work? No updates available. You can reset it as well. That's actually quite an interesting thing. That probably just deletes the cache. But that's quite a funny little thing as well. The back buttons. There we go. Email settings. Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, Mail, and other. So basically it just links the default mail kind of thing is, so if I go to store, add mail, close, there we go, mail, it will come up with Gmail. Simple as that. So you've got the little task things here. Task as well, it's probably just a bug thing going on here, but the tasks kind of like top window kind of thing could probably change as to match the theme color as well, but I don't know if that's probably just a glitch right now. But yeah, there we go, just get that thing checked. What else? My profile, so you can change my username or change the password. So fair enough. No profile available, profile picture not unavailable, so that may be a thing in the next update, I don't know. But yeah, there's other wallpapers you can set. Oh no, I've not set a profile picture, that's probably what it is. Set a profile picture. Is it not? It's not. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. Let's try this again. Maybe it's just not working. I'm pretty sure it worked in Aontri. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the profile thing worked in Aontri. So set profile picture. Nope, not working. It doesn't want to work. But the set wallpaper thing does actually work. So there you go. And you can set your own as well. Always search for something. Just a Channel 13 themed wallpaper. Yep, that's that. And maybe set the theme to something not too bright, not too insultingly bright. Maybe make it grey or something, so it looks kind of unique. I don't know. What do you think about that? Also set your own profile picture as well. That could be an interesting little feature, but yeah, I think the wallpapers that come default are probably better taste than my own taste. I'm just going to reset that to the stones. That's actually quite a nice little thing, I've got to say. What else? Users? Oh, that goes back to the user. So basically, this whole thing here is just a multiple options for like search kind of thing. I love how the solitaire thing's still there, but there's not many settings. I can actually think about right now. I mean, going back to Explorer, the settings bit. If say for instance, I'll go back into the search here. Maybe change the default search so you can actually, like, you know, if you want to search with Bing for instance, because I am weird that way. Bing or Yahoo. You know, have this icon change or something, and then, you know, just search and it'll go send you straight to Bing or whatever. That's quite interesting. What is Explorer Preview? Or is that just what the software is? I think it would probably be better if there was a little about section somewhere. So, and this little thing here says about web browser. Probably a little bit more interesting than having that Explorer, because that confused me a little bit there. There was a button, I could click on it and see what it looks like, but that's actually probably just, it's telling you what the web browser's called. But yeah, that is basically that. So just about section, and maybe even an about section and my brain's cramping out. Maybe an about section in the settings here, maybe in the bottom here saying, you know, JRM Twycross, build XYZ, or maybe even in its own little options. So maybe have about JRM, maybe have the JRM logo as an icon and go about JRM. Mind you, it's got it there, so what's the point? But mind you, it's supposed to be simple anyway, so anything that, not to make it too obnoxious, it doesn't take itself too seriously in that case. It is very simple, it's very elegant, nothing stands out in your face, it's there when you need it, it's nothing more. But as I say, anything else to add probably like more applications, more web apps. Mind you, this is still in beta, so it's not going to get officially released on the website until I think it's February. I think it's on the website right now. But yes, there we go. But as I say, some suggestions: maybe make some own like Flash games, or even some games that can run within JRM itself. Have options for like web apps for games and stuff. So featured, social, music, movies, work. Stuff to do with games and everything else. Basically what I've said before, basically me repeating what I'm saying. What other social sites can you add onto this? I can't remember. But yes, I think the developer's always asking for feedback anyway, so if anything you've seen here you think you probably added to, I would probably suggest you chime in down below and let me know what you think could be added to this, because it's quite nice as it is. Just more features should be added, and of course the stuff's still getting complete. With that being said, this is enough convoluted chatting about this. I do like to go on for hours and hours, but that is just that. Yeah, the profile picture thing doesn't work. I can't remember, as I said, I can't remember if it worked in the previous version, but hey, it's alright the way it is. I'm just going to just lock it. So I have one last look at the lock screen. I'm just going to log myself back in, so I can just look at some instances of the color changing. So you can don't show color. So what does that do again? So I'm just going to lock it again, and it just displays a simple grey background. And I like how the wallpaper is the same on the lock screen as it is on the desktop. That's quite a nice little feature as well. Basically like Android. Mind you, I think some people who want to use this may want to have the option of separate wallpapers, but I don't know. But yes, that is that. I'm just going to put this back on because I want to turn this off with a blue colour, very warm colour. But there we go. That's actually quite bright. But yes, sorry. This is JRM. I'm sorry for the long talk about this, but I do like this software. I do like this project, and if you want to support the developer, please click the link in the description. Go to the website. I don't think the link to download Aontri is there anymore, but support the developer, and also keep your diaries checked for when this gets released, and then stop and see for yourself what you like. But As I say, anything else you think should be added that I've missed out on. But with that being said, I am Ricky, this is Exploring Operating Systems, this is JRM Twycross, and I will see you in the new year, probably. Goodbye.